Listen to me very well, Ada. My friend Chief will be here any minute for an important business meeting. Under no circumstance should you portray yourself as my wife.
Hi everyone, my name is Ada. This is my complete story, from episode 1 to the very last episode, all in one full movie. Whether you are new here or you have been following my journey, this one is for you. Watch to the end. And when you finish, tell me in the comments what one big lesson this story has taught you. Now let's go.
Listen to me very well, Ada. My friend Chief will be here any minute for an important business meeting. Under no circumstance should you portray yourself as my wife. Do you hear me? You are to act exactly like the maid. Serve us drinks, clean if necessary, but keep your mouth shut.
But Richard, I am your wife. Why must I hide like this every time your friends come?
Because I said so. In their eyes, you are nothing but a maid. Do not forget your place. Now go and wait in the kitchen until I call you.
Yes, sir.
My good friend Richard, this your house keeps getting bigger every time I come. You did enjoy life, oh? Chief, you are welcome. Come in, let me get you something cold. Ah, thank you, my brother. Maid, come and serve my guest.
This is my maid. She will attend to us today.
Wait a minute. This is your maid.
Good afternoon, sirs.
Richard, my friend, this woman is too beautiful to be a maid. Look at her skin, her shape. She is a queen. I like her already. In fact, I love her from this moment. She is too fine to be serving people like this.
Chief, it's just a maid. Don't mind her appearance. She is very ordinary.
Ordinary? No way. My dear, what is your name?
My name is Ada, sir.
Ada, a beautiful name.
Ada, sir. Beautiful name for a beautiful woman.
Richard, I am serious. I want to marry this girl. Permit me to talk to her outside for a few minutes. Just 5 minutes, my friend. Chief, you want to talk to to her? Outside?
Yes. I don't waste time when I see something good. Ada,
Ada, please follow me to the garden. I want to know you better. Come with me, Ada. The garden is more peaceful.
What is happening? This cannot be.
Ada, from the moment my eyes beheld you, something profound stirred within me. You carry an elegance that no maid's uniform can conceal. Your skin glows like moonlight on still waters, and your eyes, they hold oceans of unspoken grace. You were not born to serve in silence.
Sir, you speak so kindly. No one has ever spoken to me like this.
Because you deserve far more than kindness. I see the quiet pain you carry. Leave this place with me tonight. I will give you the life of a queen. A grand home, respect, beautiful clothes, and a love that cherishes you every single day. Marry me, Ada. Let me wipe away every tear you've hidden.
Chief, I don't know what to say. This is all so sudden. My heart is in turmoil.
Then take your time. But know this, I do not give up easily on something as precious as you. Take your time to think about it. When you're ready, give me a call.
What is the meaning of this? Chief, I warned you, stay away from my wife. You have no right to be here. Get out
wife? Oh, it's truly amusing! Just hours ago, you proudly introduced this magnificent woman to me as your maid. You said she was ordinary. You commanded her to serve us like a servant. Now suddenly she is your wife? You cannot eat your cake and have it, my friend.
She is mine! I will not allow you to disrespect me in my own house. Stay away from her or you will regret it!
Regret? The only regret here is yours for hiding such a rare jewel and treating her like dust. A woman of her beauty and dignity deserves to shine, not to be hidden in shadows. I am not afraid of you, Richard. I want her and I will pursue her with everything I have.
How could you betray us like this? I did what I had to do!
Please stop, both of you.
Stay out of this, Ada!
I can't do this!
What happened? You look like you've seen a ghost. Chioma, everything is falling apart. My husband introduced me as his maid again. Then his friend. He looked at me like I was precious. He wants to marry me. Richard is angry. They were fighting over me like I'm some kind of prize. I don't know what to do anymore.
Come inside. We'll figure this out together.
Chioma, I don't know what to do.
Shh, it's okay, I've got you.
Thank you.
I'm not giving up on her, Richard. A woman like that deserves to be fought for.
This is not over.
Ada, my sister, drink this tea first. It will calm your nerves. Now, take your time and tell me everything that happened tonight. Don't leave anything out. I'm here for you. Thank you, Chioma.
Chioma, I don't even know where to begin. Richard introduced me as his maid again in front of his friend. But Chief Obiad, he looked at me differently. He didn't see a maid. He saw a woman. He took me to the garden and spoke to me with such respect. He said my beauty was too rare to be hidden.
He even gave me his business card and told me to call him whenever I make up my mind. But how can I call him? I don't know anything about this man. What if he has a wife? What if he's just playing games with me?
Listen to me carefully, Ada. You've been living in pain and silence for too long in that big house. First, you need to calm down and think clearly.
Don't rush into any decision. That business card is a good thing. It means Chief Obi is giving you control. He's not pressuring you. When you feel ready, call him. Start with simple conversations. Ask him about his life, his work, his family. Find out if he's married or has children. Let his words show you who he really is. True character is revealed in patience, not in one night.
You're right, Chioma. But I'm so confused. I married Richard because I loved him. I thought our love would be enough. But for years, he has treated me like I'm not good enough for his rich friends. He hides me like a shameful secret.
Tonight, when Chief Obi spoke to me, I felt seen for the first time in a very long time. Is it wrong for me to want to be respected? To be loved openly?
It is not wrong at all. You deserve to be cherished, not hidden. But you must be wise. Don't jump from one man to another without understanding. Use this time to study Chief Obi. Talk with him on the phone. Let him open up about himself. If he's sincere, his actions will match his sweet words.
And if he's not, you will know before your heart gets too involved.
I'll try. I really will.
I can't speak to him right now. I just can't.
Chioma! Open the door! I know my wife is here. Ada has no other place to run to except your house.
Richard, why are you shouting at my door at this hour? You come here looking for your wife? The same wife you introduced as a maid in your mansion? Ada is inside, but she does not want to see you tonight.
Let me talk to her. She is my wife. This is all a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? You have been humiliating her for years. Tonight she needs peace. Go home, Richard. She will come back when she's ready.
Choma, please, you don't understand.
Go home.
Please, Choma. Tell her I'm sorry. I need her back home.
She needs time, Richard. She heard you. Good night, Richard.
Ada, I am truly happy you called. I have been thinking about you since I left the mansion.
Chief, thank you for speaking so kindly to me earlier. But I need to understand who you really are before I can even think clearly. Ask me anything, Ada. I have nothing to hide.
Are you married? Do you have children? Why are you showing so much interest in someone you barely know? Chief Obi, please explain it to me.
I am not married. I lost my wife 5 years ago. We had 2 grown children who now live abroad. Since then, I have thrown myself into my business. But the moment I saw you, something in my heart awakened. You carry such quiet strength and beauty. I want to know you properly. Your dreams, your pains, your joys. No pressure.
Your words are kind, Chief. I have been hurt deeply in my marriage. I need time to trust again.
I completely understand, but please tell me where you are right now. I would love to send you something small, just a token to show I'm thinking of you. Only the address, nothing more.
I'm at my friend Chioma's house. Let me send you the address.
Good afternoon. This package is for Ada.
Ada, come and see this.
Good afternoon. This package is for Ada.
Ada, come and see this.
Dear Ada, I cannot stop thinking about your grace and beauty. These are small tokens to show how much I admire you. Whenever you are ready, I'm here, Chief Obi.
This man is really trying, but remember what we discussed. Don't be carried away by gifts alone.
They are so lovely. And
Chief, please pick up. Chief, please pick up.
Chief, I received the gifts. Thank you so much. The flowers are beautiful and the dresses. I'm wearing one right now. It feels strange, but nice to wear something so lovely.
Hello, Chief Obi.
Hearing that makes my day. I only want to bring joy into your life.
You do, Chief. You always do.
That's my girl.
I love you. Chief, tell me more about your children. How often do you see them? And what kind of man are you when no one is watching?
My children visit when they can, but work keeps them busy abroad. I'm a man who values loyalty, respect, and honesty above all. I believe a woman like you deserves to be celebrated every day, not hidden away.
Oh my God, Richard's back.
I can't believe this, those gifts.
Richard, wait, what are you doing?
You can't do this, I'm coming in. What in the name of God is all this? iPhone, designer shoes, expensive wigs, fruits that cost more than what some families eat in a month? Eat! Fitch! No! This must be from that foolish chief Obi. I will never be alive and watch another man take my wife away from me.
Richard, lower your voice. This is not your house.
Ida, look at you, dressed like a queen in another man's gifts. Return everything right now. Pack them up. We are going home.
I will do no such thing. For years I was your hidden treasure, a diamond you kept buried in the dirt. You had gold in your hands but treated it like worthless stone. You introduced me as a maid, humiliated me in front of your friends, and made me feel unworthy of your love. Now that someone has my value, you suddenly remember I'm your wife?
You dare speak to me like this? After everything I've done for you.
Everything you've done? You broke this marriage a long time ago, Richard. The day you chose your reputation over me was the day our marriage died. You cannot threaten me with divorce anymore. I am done being your secret. I am done being invisible.
This is not over! You will regret this! Stay away from my wife, Obi. Stop sending her gifts. She belongs to me. Stay away from my wife, Obi. Stop sending her gifts. She belongs to me. Your wife? The same woman you introduced to me as your maid? The diamond you discarded and treated like ordinary stone?
My dear friend, you had a priceless jewel in your home but chose to trade it for mediocrity. I will not stop pursuing what deserves to be cherished.
You are crossing the line! Security, escort this gentleman out of my office. And Richard, tell your wife I will be picking her up for lunch soon. She deserves to be treated like the queen she is. You can't do this, get off!
Chioma, Chief Obi wants to take me out for lunch. I feel something genuine about him. My heart is telling me to give him a chance. Then go, my sister. But be careful. Enjoy the moment. Observe him well. Read between the lines. You deserve happiness. Just don't rush your heart. I will.
Ada, words fail me. You look absolutely resplendent, like a queen who has finally claimed her throne. May I?
Ada, sitting beside you like this feels like a dream I never want to wake up from. Tell me, how are you feeling right now? Be honest with me.
I feel different, nervous, but free. For the first time in many years, I'm sitting in the front seat of a car instead of hiding in the kitchen. This dress, these heels, I almost don't recognize myself, but it feels good.
You were never meant to hide, Ada. You possess a rare kind of beauty that combines grace with quiet strength. I have met many women in my life, but none have stirred my soul the way you have. Tell me more about you. What dreams did you have before life placed you in that mansion?
I dreamed of love that didn't need to be hidden, of a home filled with laughter, not silence. I wanted to be seen, appreciated, loved openly.
But Richard made me feel like I was unworthy of the life he lived. Like I was only good enough to serve behind closed doors.
That man never deserved you. A real man does not bury his treasure. He displays it proudly for the world to admire. I want you to know that with me, you will never have to shrink yourself. You will never have to pretend to be less than the extraordinary woman you are.
Why me, Chief? You could have any woman you want. Why are you fighting so hard for someone you barely know?
Because from the first moment I saw you, my spirit recognized something precious. It is not just your beauty, Ada. It is the quiet dignity in your eyes, the strength you carry even in rags. I am not a perfect man, but I promise you this. I will treat you with the respect and love you have been denied for so long.
Your words are dangerous, Chief. They make a woman want to believe again.
Seeing you here, radiant and confident, confirms everything I felt from the first day. You were born to shine, Ada.
Obi, you always know how to make me feel special.
To us.
To us.
This feels like another world entirely.
What is the meaning of this? Have you completely lost your senses?
Richard, stop embarrassing yourself in public. I am here because I chose to be. For once in my life, I am choosing myself.
What is this? Ada, what do you think you're doing? Wait. The choice is hers now, Richard. And she has clearly chosen respect over regret. This is not over!
Ada, what the hell do you think you are doing? Parading yourself in public with this man like a common harlot? Have you lost every shred of dignity I ever gave you?
Dignity? Richard, you stripped me of my dignity a long time ago. For years, I tolerated your excesses. I endured the humiliation, the hiding, the constant degradation. I stayed because I thought marriage meant endurance. But I can't take it anymore. I have tolerated enough.
You want to leave me? You? After everything?
Yes! I am filing for divorce, Richard. It is time for us to go our separate ways.
You can't be serious.
I am. I deserve peace. I deserve to be seen and loved openly, not treated like a shameful secret in my own marriage.
Divorce? You must be joking. Do you think I will let you walk away so easily? You forget something very important, Ada. I have secrets, dangerous secrets. Those intimate videos you sent me when you were desperately trying to please me, your nudes, your private moments, and the abortion. Yes. The abortion you had because I convinced you we weren't ready. Imagine what Instablog, Gistlover, and all the blogs will do with that information. By the time I'm done with you, your name will be ruined forever!
Do your worst, Richard. Release them. Post everything. I have lived in fear of those videos and that abortion for too long. You manipulated me when I was young and naive. You forced me to terminate our first child just so you could control me. You are evil! You recorded me in my most vulnerable moments and kept them as weapons. But I am done being your slave. I am done being caged by your threats. I am standing up for myself today.
You think Chief Obi will still want you after he sees those videos? You are damaged goods!
Even if no one wants me, I choose myself. I choose freedom over fear. I am filing for divorce, and nothing you say or do will stop me.
Security, escort this man out immediately. He's disturbing the peace. What? No, you can't do this. I didn't do anything. Take him out now. This is outrageous. Let go of me.
Let me take you to my mansion. You will be safe and comfortable there.
That sounds wonderful, Chief Obi.
I'm glad.
Thank you for this lovely evening.
Ada, I was hoping you'd come back with me tonight.
Thank you, Chief. But I want to go back to Chioma's house tonight. I need my friend. I don't want to rush anything.
As you wish. I will always respect your wish. No hard feelings. But I have something surprising for both of you. Let's see how it goes.
Wow, family. Before we continue with the rest of the story, I just want to take a quick moment to say a big thank you. My name is Tales by Mimi, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you who's been rocking with me. Your likes, comments, shares, and constant support mean everything. Because of you, we're able to keep showing up with these fire AI stories. Please don't stop. Keep supporting so we can keep delivering more horror. Now listen, AI is not just a trend, it's the future, and it's here to stay. If you've been watching these viral, mind-blowing AI movies on my page and you're wondering, how can I create this kind of content myself? I've got you. I'm opening a limited one-on-one private class where I'll teach you step-by-step how to make viral and super interesting AI movies that can blow up your page and actually make you money. This isn't some basic tutorial. It's practical, value-packed, and affordable. Whether you want to grow your content, start a side hustle, or just have fun creating, this class will set you up. If you're serious, send me a DM right now with the word class and I'll send you all the details. Spots are limited, so don't sleep on this. Once again, thank you for being part of this journey. I love you all. Let's keep building. Enjoy the rest of the story. Find me everywhere on all platforms as Tales by Mimi.
No hard feelings. But I have something surprising for both of you. Let's see how it goes.
Chief Obi has gifted you and Madam Chioma a fully furnished luxury apartment in one of his estates. He wants you both to be safe and comfortable during this difficult time.
This is too generous. Please thank him for me. I appreciate everything, but I still want to take things slowly. Thank you so much for delivering the message. Yes, thank you very much.
Chief, I have decided to file for divorce officially, but I want you to know I want to stay single for now, at least until the marriage is legally dissolved. I need time to heal and find myself again.
Ada, I completely respect your decision. Healing comes first. I am not in any rush. I will support you through the divorce process with the best lawyers. You are not alone in this.
Chief Obi, thank you for your care and concern.
You're welcome, Ada. I'm glad you're safe.
You helped me escape the abuse. God used you.
I'm just thankful you're free now.
3 months later, the divorce battle was fierce. Richard tried everything. He leaked some of the old videos, sent the abortion story to blogs, and threatened to ruin Ada completely. But with Chief Obi's powerful legal support and undeniable evidence of emotional abuse and blackmail, justice finally prevailed. Today, Ada stood in court as a free woman. The judge granted the divorce in her favor. Richard's blackmail backfired. The court condemned his actions and even threatened him with legal consequences for the illegal recordings. For the first time in years, Ada could breathe.
Having carefully considered all the evidence before this court finds the respondent, Mr. Richard Okon, guilty of extreme emotional abuse, coercion, and blackmail against the petitioner, Mrs. Ada Okon.
The private recordings and materials presented were obtained without full consent and constitute a serious violation of the petitioner's dignity and privacy. Therefore, this court hereby declares the marriage between Mr. Richard Okon and Mrs. Ada Okon dissolved with immediate effect. Mrs. Ada Okon is now legally free from this union. She is free to live her life without fear or intimidation. Mr. Richard Okon is hereby warned against any further harassment or attempt to blackmail the petitioner, or he will face criminal charges. Court is adjourned. The marriage between Mr. Richard Okon and Mrs. Ada Okon is hereby dissolved with immediate effect. Mrs. Ada Okon
is now legally free.
No, please.
The marriage is hereby dissolved. Mrs. Ada Okon is now legally free.
I'm free. Thank you.
No, this can't be happening.
To every woman watching this, if you are in a toxic marriage or relationship where you are being humiliated, threatened, or blackmailed, please hear me. I stayed for years because of fear. Fear of what people would say. Fear of the nudes I sent him when I was young and in love. Fear of the abortion he manipulated me into doing early in our marriage. I thought I had no choice. But today I stand here to tell you, choose yourself. Do not send your nude pictures to any man, no matter how much you love him. Don't abort a child because a man says he is not ready. If you must take a risk in love, take a calculated one. But never lose your dignity. Never let anyone cage you with fear. You are stronger than you think. Walk away if you must. Heal. Find yourself again. God will always make a way. I'm grateful to God and to Chief Obi for standing by me without pressure. I have chosen to remain single for now, to heal completely. When the time is right, I will know what to do. Thank you for following my story. Your support gave me strength.
Ada's journey is far from over, but she is finally free.
First real...
How did it come to this? I had everything, a beautiful wife, a perfect home, and I treated her like nothing.
Like a maid in my own house. Now she's gone. That bastard Chief Obi took her from me. He betrayed me, my own friend!
I can't even show my face outside anymore. Everyone is talking. The shame. I never thought Ada would have the courage to stand up to me. She was always so quiet, so obedient. Now she's free and I'm the one left suffering.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Ada. She used to live here with her friend Chioma. Do you know where they moved to?
No, I don't know them. Sorry. Sorry, sir. We don't know any Ada or Chioma. We moved in 2 months ago. The previous tenants left quietly. I can't even find her anymore.
I didn't believe my eyes. I never thought Ada would one day stand up and leave me. I pushed her too far. But this is not over.
I will go after Chief Obina. I will destroy his reputation. A man like him cannot go down so easily. But I will try.
My sons, I have something important to tell you. I have met a woman. Her name is Ada.
Wow, Dad.
She has been through a lot, but she has a beautiful heart. I want to marry her.
Dad, finally, you have waited long enough after Mom passed. 10 years is a long time. We support you 100%. We bring Aldera home. We can't wait to meet her.
Yes, Dad. Marry a good woman like Mom. Someone who will give us a princess sister. We support you 100%. Bring her home.
We can't wait to meet her.
Thank you, my sons.
Your support means the world to me. Thank you, my boys. Your blessing means everything to me.
We love you, Dad.
Chioma, sometimes I still can't believe it. Just a few months ago, I was wearing rags, serving guests like a maid in my own husband's house. I know, Ada, but look at you now. You're free and beautiful. I am.
Today I'm here in this beautiful apartment, wearing nice clothes, sleeping without fear.
You have come a long way, my sister. I remember those nights you cried in my old house. Look at you now. You are glowing.
I am so grateful to God. I was scared to leave. The threats, the videos, the abortion he forced me into, they kept me caged for years. But today I am free. I chose myself. And I want every woman listening to know, never let fear hold you. Never send your nudes. Never abort your child for any man. Choose yourself first. You are an inspiration, Ada. I'm so proud of you.
Ada, from the first day I saw you, I knew you were special. You have shown incredible strength. You chose to heal before anything else.
Chief Obi, I don't know what to say.
And I respect that deeply, but my heart can no longer wait. Please, my love, will you marry me? This ring is a promise, and this car outside is my gift to you, a symbol of the new life I want to build with you. Ada, will you marry me?
Chief, I never thought I would be here. You have shown me what real love and respect look like. Yes, I will marry you.
My love, you have made me the happiest man.
Ada, yesterday you made me the happiest man alive. How are you feeling this morning, my love?
I feel amazing, Chief. Last night was perfect.
I'm so glad, my love.
I feel light, like a heavy weight has been lifted off my chest. For the first time in years, I slept without fear.
Chief, you have shown me a kind of love I never knew existed. Patience, respect, care. I still can't believe this is real.
It is real, Ada. I have waited 10 years after losing my wife. I never thought I would find someone who touches my heart the way you do.
You're not just beautiful on the outside. Your strength, your resilience, the way you chose yourself, that is what I admire most.
I was so scared to accept your proposal. I told myself I needed time to heal. But being with you feels like coming home.
You never pressured me. You gave me space, the apartment, the support during the divorce. I don't know how to thank you.
You don't have to thank me. Just allow me to love you the way you deserve. Slowly, gently, and completely.
Ada, you look so beautiful.
Thank you, Chief Obi.
Come here.
I want this too.
That was my first real kiss in a very long time.
And it will be the first of many, my queen.
And it will be the first of many, my queen.
This dress is perfect. I feel so elegant.
You look absolutely radiant, my love.
Thank you for the roses and this wonderful day.
Anything for you. Let's keep shopping.
Ada?
Hey, Mr. Richard. Meet my king. The man who knows how to treat and respect his treasure. My Highness, I love you to stupor.
Ada! What are you doing? Get your hands off her!
You make every moment shine, Ada.
His laugh, oh Chief Obi.
Ada! Ada, stop there! I said stop!
Richard.
What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of what I just saw in there? You have the audacity, the sheer audacity to parade my wife around this mall like some kind of trophy? Now you can't do this to me. Lower your voice, Richard. You are in public. This is not the place for your outburst. Control yourself. Lower my voice? Lower my voice? This woman is my wife. This woman is my wife. My legally married wife.
Ex-wife, Richard. The court already settled that.
You were there. That court, that paper, that so-called divorce means nothing to me, Ada. You hear me? We made vows before God. Richard, vow this. It's over.
Richard, please leave us alone.
I will never let you go. Back off, Richard!
You broke every single one of them.
No! Sure. I'm away. It's me right now. Let's go. Do not touch her again. Or what? Or what, old man? You think your money makes you a man? You think you can just swoop in and steal another man's wife?
She was never yours, Richard. A man who owns something protects it, cherishes it. You spent years grinding this woman into the ground and calling her your maid in front of visitors. You didn't lose her to me. You lost her to yourself a long time ago.
This is not over. I am warning you both. This is far from over.
Goodbye, Richard.
regret this, Ada. Both of you will regret this.
Chioma, you should have seen his face. His mouth just like a fish. Like somebody removed the bones from his body. I swear I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard.
No! Ada, stop it! You kissed Chief right there in front of Richard.
Right there, in the middle of that mall, people and everything. Jesus have mercy. Ada, you have finished that man. You have completely and totally finished him. And then in the parking lot, you know Richard followed us outside.
What?
He followed you.
He grabbed my arm, Chioma.
He grabbed you?
Chief removed his hand, just like that. No shouting, no fighting. He just removed it. And he looked at Richard and said, "Do not touch her again."
Ada, that man loves you.
I know.
What is it?
I'm happy, Chioma. Genuinely happy. And that scares me a little, because every time things were good before something happened. Ada, I'm not being negative. Richard is not the type to walk away quietly. You know him. He will try something. I don't know what, I don't know when, but he will try something. Then let him try. You are not the same woman who sat in his house and cried in silence. You have your own house, your own car.
A man who walks in front of you when trouble comes. And you have me.
What would I do without you, Chioma? You would manage badly. But you would manage. Mrs. Ada Obi. How does that sound?
Ada Obi. It sounds like peace.
Grace.
Hello, Richard. I heard you had quite an afternoon.
What do you know about it?
Darling, someone sent a video. Half of Lagos has seen it by now. You in a parking lot raging at your ex-wife. While she drives away in a car, a richer man bought her. Not your best moment.
Don't call to mock me, Grace.
I'm not mocking you. I'm assessing the situation. There's a difference. I think it's time we met. In person.
What are you proposing?
You want to hurt Chief Obi where it counts. Fine. But a parking lot confrontation? That only makes him look better and you look unstable. You need to attack the foundation, the reputation, the money.
Go on.
Chief Obi didn't build that empire entirely clean, Richard. Nobody does. There are stories, old stories, that certain people would love to see imprinted. I have contacts in 2 news blogs and 1 TV entertainment desk. 1 phone call, and Chief Obi's name is in the mud before the week is out.
And what do you want in return?
Let's just say I have my own reasons for wanting this engagement to fall apart. I'll be in touch.
Finish it.
Just tilt it up a little, yes, there.
You see, this is why I need young people around me.
You manage a company with hundreds of employees, but a laptop camera defeats you.
I manage people. I delegate the cameras.
Dad! Oh! Is this her? Dad, is this her?
Emeka, calm yourself.
Auntie Ada! Good evening, ma. You are so beautiful, ma. Dad, she's too fine. Are you sure she's not here for the money?
What?
Emeka, I will disconnect this call.
I'm joking. She's laughing. She has a sense of humor. I like her already, Dad. She passed the first test. Don't mind him. He's been rehearsing jokes since Dad told us about you. Ada, it's really good to meet you. We've heard a lot.
Good things, I hope.
Only good things. Our father is a man of few words, but when he talks about you, he doesn't stop.
Which is new.
He showed us your photo like 5 times, Auntie Ada.
Emeka.
First time he said this is a friend. Second time he said a close friend. Third time.
Emeka.
Okay. 5 times.
They exaggerate.
Ada,
I want to say something and I mean it sincerely. Our mother passed 10 years ago. Our father has not been the same since. He poured everything into work, into us, into building. But there was always someone. When he called us and said he had found someone who made him feel like himself again.
Oh, Tobena, that's wonderful news.
He sounds so happy. We didn't hesitate. Not for a second. Welcome to the family. We mean that with everything.
Thank you, Tobena. That means more than you know.
Okay, I am not crying. There is something in my eye. This Wi-Fi is making my eyes water. Oh, Emeka! The Wi-Fi. Classic excuse. We'll see you both soon. Looking forward to it. Take care of him for us, Ada.
I will. Your sons are wonderful, Chief.
They take after their mother. Are you happy, Ada?
Yes. For the first time in a very long time, yes. Oh, Chief's proposal. That's so sweet. No.
Ada.
Chief, have you seen it?
Yes.
Who did this? How did they get these details? Chief, some of this information.
Ada, listen to me. This is not going to touch you. Do you hear me?
They're calling me a gold digger. They're saying Chief, they made it sound like everything I went through was a scheme.
Ada, look at me. Look at me. You are not what they say. I know who you are. Nothing printed on a blog at midnight changes what I know about you. Yes? Ada, there is something I need to tell you about my own past. Before you read more and find a version of it from people who don't know the full story.
What is it?
Ada, what I am about to tell you, I need you to let me finish before you say anything. Can you do that for me?
Yes. The person behind that article, it is not just Richard.
Richard alone does not have the connections to reach those press channels that quickly.
He had help. And the person who helped him, Ada, I know her very well. Her name is Grace. Grace Adeze Nwosu. And before I tell you who she is to me, I need you to know that I am telling you this now, tonight, because you deserve to hear it from my mouth. Not from a blog, not from a stranger, from me. 23 years ago, Ada, I was engaged to her.
Come to me in the morning, my house, 8 o'clock. I will tell you everything face to face the way it deserves to be told. Not on a phone screen midnight. But I needed you to hear her name from me tonight. Before you slept.
Before you saw it anywhere else. Ada, are you still with me?
I'm still with you.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Ada, there's something I need to tell you.
Whatever he tells you this morning, you have already survived the worst thing. This is not the worst thing. You are not the woman who had no door to walk out of. You have doors now. You have choices now. Whatever happens in that house today, remember that.
You came.
I said I would.
I prepared tea for you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
I was 31 years old. The company was 3 years old and barely surviving. I had the vision, I had the drive, but I did not yet have the capital to match either. Chief Mosu, Chukwuemeka Mosu, was one of the most respected businessmen in the Southeast at that time. He believed in what I was building when almost nobody else did. He put in money that I could not have found anywhere else at that moment. Without that investment, there is no company. I say that plainly because I want you to understand, I have never pretended otherwise.
And Grace is his daughter.
His only daughter. She came into my life through her father's business. She was 26. Sharp, beautiful, she understood commerce in a way that was unusual. I was lonely in the particular way that men who pour everything into work are lonely. They're surrounded by people all day and completely alone inside it. Grace filled that space. I fell into it gradually. By the time I understood what I felt, or what I thought I felt, we were already a year in. It made social sense. And for a while I convinced myself it made emotional sense too.
But it didn't.
I proposed to her 8 months later. She accepted. We were engaged. And I want to be clear, Ada, I was not pretending at the time. I believed what I was doing. I was not a man who played games with people's lives. But there is a version of love that is really comfort. Really familiarity. Really the relief of someone choosing you back. And I mistook that version for the real thing. 4 months into the engagement, I attended a charity medical fundraiser. Adana's hospital was one of the organizers. She was a nurse. She had nothing to do with my world. She didn't know my name, didn't know my company, had no idea about the money. She just talked to me like a person, like an ordinary, complete person who happened to be standing near me. She argued with me about something, I cannot even remember what. And she was completely unafraid of being wrong and completely unafraid of being right. And I remember driving home that night and sitting in the car outside my own house and thinking, I have never felt this before. Not once. I ended the engagement 3 weeks later. I sat with Grace and I told her the truth. That I could not marry her because I had realized I did not love her the way a man must love the woman he is going to build his entire life beside. I told her there was no one else, which was technically true. Adana and I had not begun anything yet. But Grace knew. Women always know. I did not do it cruelly, but I did it completely. And I think the completeness of it, the fact that I was not confused, not wavering, just clear and final, that is what she never forgave.
And her father?
Chief Mosu continued as an investor for 2 more years. Professionally, everything remained intact. He was a businessman first. But personally, the relationship was never the same. 4 years after the broken engagement, his business collapsed. He had made several very bad decisions, over leveraged positions, a partnership that defrauded him, personal spending that his accountants had warned him about repeatedly. None of it had anything to do with me. His own lawyers documented everything. I have every record. But Grace needed someone to blame, and I was the easiest candidate. The man who left her, who then went on to marry someone else, who then built an empire, while her father lost everything. In her story, those things are connected. In reality, they have nothing to do with each other.
So she has been carrying this for 23 years.
23 years. Through Adana's life. Through Adana's death. Through 10 years of my mourning. Waiting. And then I found you. And she saw it everywhere, the interviews, the photos, the engagement announcement, and something that had been sitting still for 2 decades woke up.
Chief, I need to ask you something, and I need you to answer me without managing my feelings. Without protecting me from the answer, just the truth.
Ask me.
Is there anything, any document, any transaction, any decision you made in those years that Grace can legitimately use? Not in the press, in a courtroom.
No. Ada, I have spent 30 years building this company on one principle, that the work has to be able to survive the light. Every deal, every contract, every naira that moved through that company has a paper trail that leads somewhere clean. I have made mistakes as a human being. I have not always been a perfect father, but I have never, not once, done business in a way I would be ashamed to explain to my sons. She has nothing. Legally, she has absolutely nothing.
You know what I keep thinking?
What?
I spent 6 years married to a man who lied about everything. The big things, the small things, things that didn't even need to be lies. He lied just because he could, just because he had decided I didn't deserve the truth about my own life. And here you are, a man with actual things worth hiding, an old engagement, a complicated history, enemies with real grievances. And instead of hiding it, instead of letting me find it in a headline, you called me at midnight to make sure I heard your name first. You drove here at 8 in the morning and sat down and told me everything. Chief, do you understand how extraordinary that is? Do you understand how many men would not have done that?
Ada.
I am not going anywhere. Not because I am naive. Not because I don't understand what Grace is capable of. Not because I think the road ahead is simple. I am staying because you are the first man in my adult life who looked at me and saw a person. Not a maid, not a convenience, not a trophy. A person. And I would have to be a fool to walk away from that over a 23-year-old wound that was never mine to carry.
I have been strong my entire adult life. Strong because I chose to be, strong because people needed me to be, strong because it was the only way I knew to love, by being the one who never broke. I have not allowed myself to genuinely need another person since Adana. 10 years, Ada. 10 years of being completely self-contained. And then you walked into my friend's house in a torn dress. Serving drinks you should have been drinking yourself. And something in me just recognized you. Before I even knew your name. Before I knew your story. Something in me just said, there she is.
Don't make me cry.
Before 9 in the morning. Whatever Grace does next, my lawyers are already moving. I will not let this story stay in her version. But Ada, I wanted to ask your permission before I do anything publicly. This involves your name too, your story. I will not fight this battle without you beside me as a partner. Not as someone I am protecting.
We face it together. But Chief, when we fight with truth. Not tactics, not strategy, not money, truth. Because that is the only weapon Grace cannot copy.
Truth. Together.
So Grace was engaged to Chief 23 years ago. He left her for his late wife, her father's business collapsed, and she has been carrying all of that every single year, waiting for her moment. That is what it looks like.
She cannot sit still with this.
Ada, this woman is not operating from heartbreak. Heartbreak fades. Even deep heartbreak fades if you let it. What doesn't fade is the story you build around the heartbreak. The version where you are the victim and he is the villain, and one day,
the world will see it. That is not love. That is identity. She has made this man's rejection the center of her entire personality for 23 years.
That is exactly what I thought when Chief was telling me, which means she's not going to stop because you love him. She's not going to stop because he loves you. She is not going to stop because it's logical or because she has nothing legal on him. She will only stop when continuing costs her more than letting go. So what do? You keep living. That is it. You keep living loudly, beautifully, and publicly. You don't hide. You don't go quiet. You don't let her make you small again. Ada, that woman is watching your life, waiting to see if she broke something. Show her she broke nothing. Show her you are unbreakable. That is the only thing that will actually defeat her. Chioma, what would I be without you? Homeless and badly dressed. Now eat something. You've been having the most emotional morning and you came here on an empty stomach. That is not strength. That is stubbornness.
Ada, good afternoon. My name is Grace Mosu. I think it's past time you and I had a proper conversation.
Woman to woman, without the men in the middle. I'm listening.
I want to begin by saying that I have nothing against you personally, Ada. Genuinely. You seem like a woman who has been through a great deal and come out of it with your dignity intact. That is not nothing. I respect it, actually. That's a very gracious opening for someone who put my medical history in a blog post. I understand why you would think that. But I want you to consider the possibility that Richard acted without my full knowledge on certain details. What I actually called to tell you is something I think you deserve to know about the man you're planning to marry. He already told me this morning everything. He told you about the investment, about my father. He told me everything, Grace. The engagement, your father's business, his version, and his documents. I believe him. Of course you do.
You are in love with him.
Love is the most effective blindfold ever invented. Or it's the clearest vision some of us have ever had. Grace, can I ask you something honestly?
Go ahead and ask your questions. I'm all ears.
What does winning look like for you? Not tactically, not legally. In your life, in the actual life you live when you close your front door at night, what does winning this look like? Because if it's getting Chief back, you already know that's not possible. If it's destroying his reputation, his lawyers will prevent it. If it's hurting me, I have already been through worse than you, and I am still here. So I am genuinely asking, what is the version of this where you get what you actually need?
You have no idea what was taken from me. Then tell me, not as enemies, tell me. It's not that simple.
You're very clever, Ada. I see why he chose you. But clever doesn't make you safe. I'm not after your relationship. I'm not after Chief's love. What I am after, you'll understand soon enough. Grace. Enjoy your evening. We'll speak again. What did she say? She said she's not after the relationship. She's not after Chief's love. She said she's after something else. And she stopped herself before she said what? Something else. Ada, what does that mean?
Ada, come back.
What did I do?
I came back to you. When I was in Richard's house, in the worst of it, I used to sit in the kitchen at night when he was asleep, and I would look out the window at other people's houses, the lights on, and I would wonder, is anyone in those houses also pretending? Is anyone else also just performing the life instead of actually living it? Or is it just me? I prayed for one thing in those years, not rescue, not even happiness, just peace. One ordinary day of peace, where I didn't have to calculate what mood he was in before I spoke, where I could exist in a room without making myself small first. Just peace. Today was one of the hardest days I have had in a long time. Grace called. The article is still out there. Nothing about this situation is simple. And yet, underneath all of it, Chief, there is this quiet, right here, that was not here before, that I prayed for and never fully believed would come. God is extraordinary.
He is. Ada, whatever Grace does next, and she will do something. I have no illusions about that. I want you to know that you will never stand in it alone. Not one day, not 1 hour. I am not Richard. I will never be Richard. I will stand in front of every storm that comes for you for the rest of my life, if you let me.
You say things like that and then you wonder why I cry.
Grace, I wondered when you'd be ready.
I'm ready. The situation has changed. She's smarter than I anticipated and he's already prepared her. We move to the second option.
The Nwosu account records?
All of them. Every transaction from 1998 to 2003. If Emmanuel wants to claim my father's collapse had nothing to do with him, let him explain it to an international arbitration panel.
Grace, once those records go into that system, it becomes a formal legal process. It cannot be recalled. Are you absolutely...
I understand.
Certain?
I have been absolutely certain about this for longer than you know.
I see. Thank you. Ada, it's good news. The case is resolved.
Oh, thank goodness.
The arbitration panel reviewed everything overnight. Our documentation was complete. Every transaction, every record, every correspondence from 1998 to 2003. They dismissed the case this morning. Formally. On record.
It's over?
It's over. Grace has no legal standing. She never did. The records she submitted were incomplete, selectively edited to tell a story that the full picture contradicts entirely. The panel flagged it. Her own lawyers withdrew this morning before the formal dismissal even came through. It tells you everything.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Thank you. And Grace?
She'll be fine. She's a survivor. She just needs to choose to survive towards something instead of against someone. That's not our work to do for her.
Chief, thank you for not fighting her with anger. You fought her with truth, like I asked you to.
You taught me that.
My dearest Ada, it has been so long. I think of you every day. Please, let's meet soon. Ada, I have started this letter 11 times and thrown it away 11 times because I do not know how to say what needs to be said without it sounding like an excuse. So I will just say it plainly. I was wrong. Not in one way or one moment. I was wrong across every year we were together. I called you a maid in your own home. I made you invisible to protect an image I didn't deserve. I used your pain against you in a courtroom. I took from you things I had no right to take. I am not writing to ask you to forgive me. I don't have the right to ask for that. I am writing because you deserve to hear the truth from me at least once. That you were never what I made you feel like you were. You were always more than I was capable of seeing. I am sorry, Ada. I am genuinely, completely sorry. I see now. Not for you. I forgive you, Richard. Not for you. For me. Because I am not carrying that into where I am going.
I don't want to wait anymore, Ada. Pick a date.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Then so shall it be. We have a wedding to plan. 3 weeks we party?
Yes, I can't wait.
To us and our future.
To us. 3 weeks, Ada, 3 weeks.
Chioma, sit down.
I can't believe it, 3 weeks.
You're going to fall over if you don't sit.
This is the best news.
I know, I'm so happy for you.
I cannot sit down. You are getting married in 3 weeks and you are sitting there like you just told me the weather forecast. We have nothing ready. The dress, your hair, the flowers, Ada, the food.
Chioma, it's going to be small, intimate. That's what we both want.
Small?
Garden ceremony, chief's compound, close people only, no Lagos society performance, just real, just us.
That is so perfectly you.
I know. Ada, you went from having nothing to having everything. And the first thing you do with everything is make it simple and real. And I am not crying. I am absolutely not crying. You are absolutely crying. I am not. I am your maid of honor, yes? Did you really just ask me that? Mrs. Ada Obi, in 3 weeks, God did this. God did this.
The night before my wedding, I sat on my bed and looked at my dress for a long time. I kept waiting to feel afraid. That was my habit.
Oh, my beautiful
Whenever something
dress.
good arrived, I would wait
you're
for the
mine.
fear to come behind it.
So perfect.
Because for a long time in my life, good things came with conditions. Good things came with a price I didn't know I was paying until the bill arrived. But sitting there that night, looking at that dress, I felt nothing but peace. Complete, deep, unearned peace. And I want to tell you something about that peace. Because if you are watching this and you are in the place I used to be, you need to hear this. That peace did not come from Chief Obi. As wonderful as that man is, that peace did not come from him.
You are absolutely
It did not come from the house, or the car, or the ring, or the divorce being finalized, or Grace's case being dismissed, or Richard's letter. That peace came from God. It came from the same God who sat with me in a dark kitchen at midnight while my husband slept upstairs. The same God who heard every prayer I prayed when I didn't even have the words anymore. When all I could do was sit and breathe and trust that He saw me. He saw me. He always saw me. And He sees you too, wherever you are watching this from tonight. I woke up on my wedding morning, and the first thing I did was laugh. Not because anything was funny, but because I remembered. Just over a year ago, I was waking up in that same house, in that same marriage, putting on a torn dress to serve a man's guests and pretend I was nobody. And now, I was waking up to marry a man who had never once, not one single day, made me feel like nobody. I stood at my window and I looked at the garden below, the white chairs, the flowers, the arch, and I thought, God, you are showing off. And I laughed again. Because when God decides to restore something, He does not just give you back what you lost. He gives you more than you knew to ask for.
Come in, Chioma. Don't you dare start crying already. We haven't even begun. I'm not crying, I'm just... Ada, you're just standing there and you look like I'm crying. I'm definitely crying.
Thank you for everything, for every single thing. You did the hard part. I just held the door open. Okay, let's make sure everything is perfect. Okay, dress, hair, now. We are not being late to your own wedding.
It feels so peaceful. You look beautiful, Ada.
He's ready. It's finally time. Toby, I'm going to cry. I need you to stand in front of me if it happens.
You deal with it quietly like a man.
You're also about to cry. I know. You are the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my life.
Don't make me cry before the vows.
Chief Emmanuel Obi, do you take Ada to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love, to honor, to protect, cherish for all the days of your life?
I do, with everything I am.
I do, with everything I am. And Ada, do you take Chief Emmanuel Obi to be your lawfully wedded husband, to love, to honor, to stand, to cherish for all the days of your life?
I do. Emmanuel, love, I take you as my husband. I spent years of my life being treated as though I had no value, being introduced as hired help in my own home, being made invisible by someone who was supposed to see me most clearly. I used to pray just to survive the day. That was the size of my hope, just survive. And then you walked in, and you looked at me, really looked at me, and I remembered that I was someone worth. Chief Emmanuel Obi, I do not take you as my rescue. I take you as my partner, my equal, my chosen person. I promise to love you honestly, to stand in the truth with you, to be your peace the way you have been mine. And I promise, before God and everyone here who watched us find each other,
that I will never take for granted what it feels like to be loved the right way.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Chief, you may kiss your bride. Welcome home, Mrs. Ada Obi.
I'm home.
Right.
They took photographs of us that afternoon, simple ones, Nothing elaborate, just us, in the garden, in the light, with the people we love around us. And as I stood there, in my dress, holding my husband's hand, Chief Obi's hand, I kept thinking about the woman I used to be.
We really
The woman who wore torn clothes to serve guests in her own home.
I'm so proud of
The woman who apologized for existing in a room. The woman who called herself a wife but was treated like furniture. The woman who prayed with no words because she had run out of them. I kept thinking about her, and I wanted to reach back through time and find her, sitting in that dark kitchen, alone, too afraid to cry too loudly in case he heard. And I wanted to tell her, hold on, just hold on a little longer, because what God is preparing for you, you cannot imagine it yet. The house you will live in, the man who will look at you like you, are the answer to a prayer he didn't even know he was praying. The friend who will open her door at midnight without asking any questions.
Forever and always.
The sons who will call you family before they have even met you. The garden where you will stand one day in a white dress and finally feel like yourself. You cannot imagine any of it yet, but it is coming. It is all coming. I need to speak to someone watching this right now. Someone who is where I used to be. Maybe you are in a marriage that is making you invisible. Maybe someone has convinced you that you are too much or not enough, or both at the same time. Maybe you have been introduced as something lesser than you are in your own life by someone who was supposed to celebrate you. Maybe you have prayed so long without an answer that you have started to wonder if God forgot your address. He did not forget. He has never forgotten. He was there in every room you cried in. He counted every tear. He heard every prayer, even the ones you couldn't finish, even the ones that were just breathing. Your story is not over. The chapter you are in right now, the painful one, the confusing one, the one where you can't see the way forward, that is not the last chapter. It is not. I know because I lived it. I was Ada in the torn dress, and I became Ada in the wedding dress. And the distance between those two women, that distance was covered entirely by God. Not by my strength, not by my cleverness, not by anything I did, by God, who sees, who moves, who restores, who takes what was broken and builds something more beautiful than the original. To every woman who stayed with this story from episode 1, thank you. You sat with me through every dark scene and every difficult moment, and you stayed. I hope something in Ada's story spoke to something in yours. I hope you watched her and remembered that your value was never lost. It was never in Richard's hands to assign. It was never in anyone's hands but God's. And God assigned it a long time ago. Long before you were born. Long before anyone told you otherwise. You are valued. You are seen. You are worth more than you have been shown. And your Chief Obi, in whatever form God sends him, whether a person or a purpose or a peace or a new beginning, is coming. Hold on. My name is Ada. I was treated like a maid.
Beautiful.
And I was crowned a queen. Not by a man, by God.